Well, hello everybody, and thank you for taking a moment to have a look at our new website. This is still the developer version, but it's very close to what the final version will look like. So I just wanted to give you a very quick tour of our new website. So this is the home page. It will be at ebrpl.com, just as our current website is. And we will be able to change out these pictures here just like we can on our current website slider. And as you can see, we have a little bit more dynamic menu here. We've gone through and rearranged a lot of the information so it's easier to find. At least we hope that it is. And we have also consolidated a lot of, like we had the Career Center website and Special Collections had their own thing. So we consolidated a lot of these departments under one menu. And most of you should be familiar with our new local hop calendar, which is a product that is produced by the same people who made this website, so it should integrate pretty nicely. But just to give you a quick look at it, this is the home page. If you scroll down, you see we have our featured services, quick access to many of our more popular items that testing revealed that our patrons look for the most. So, of course, they'd like to get the Source newsletter, the Career Center, genealogy, small business, outreach, makerspace. So these are the quick buttons to access these services. Attend exciting events. These are pulled directly from our local hop calendar, and they change periodically. So make sure you're continuing to add graphics to your events when you create them in the calendar, because it shows up here on our homepage. Another quick access to our departments. The Book River is still not working yet, but we hope to have it working by launch time or some equivalent. Where we will highlight newly added items to our catalog. And, especially like curated lists, holiday lists, things like that. And down here, our text chat feature will still be a feature on our website. Patrons can text chat us or they can email us. These are also latest news coming from our blogs and other announcements from the library itself. And then this footer down here is universal across all the pages, meaning this will be at the bottom of every page. We will have access to our community information database. We know that our patrons like to know about tutors and community groups. Access to meeting rooms, our Wi-Fi to Go program, our digital library, and printing and faxing. All of these are also available up here on the main navigation. And then down here, of course, library information, our blogs, feedback forms, request to purchase forms, also locations and hours, how to contact us. We still have Library Elf. So just have a quick look at this. When it goes live, definitely play around with it. And if you see any problems, any errors, or anything that need to be added, please do let Computer Division know. So up here in our location and hours, that our patrons can also still access their My account, just as they do now, and see what they have checked out, things like that. Location and hours. These are our announcements, which can be dismissed. So if we have like a library closure or something like that, we can still do that. These are all of our locations. We're still working on getting some pictures, but for the most part, we have it built out. And as you can see, it highlights each one of our locations. And if you wanted to click on the branch details for a particular location, it shows you our hours, how to get directions, how to call us, specific events being held at this branch. This is true of all locations. A little information about that particular branch. And of course, we have a virtual tour of the main library. Ultimately, I'd like to see a virtual tour of all of our branches. So that's location and hours. About us, here are places where they can contact us, library jobs that are currently open, our future goals, which if we have a quick look at that, highlights our ongoing projects, our strategic plan, annual reports, all of that is public knowledge, so it's all accessible. Library policies, we know we love access to that, but it's a little bit better laid out than our current situation. And it's all hyperlinked. And of course, the Library Board of Control. We have our meeting minutes here, our board members. And our capital improvements talk about our ongoing projects, the Scotlandville construction project, South Branch, and our upcoming plans for each one of them. Library services, information about cards and borrowing, about our various collections like our Black History collection, our board game collection, oral history collection. From here, they can access interlibrary loan and also our parental consent forms when we start talking about the type of card that parents want for their children. Just have a quick look at that. You can direct patrons here. It explains about the different cards, and they can fill out this online form to let us know what they want for their children. Our classes goes to a curated calendar list. It doesn't pull every single thing on the local HOP calendar, just upcoming classes that we have going on, and you can filter this by location. Homework help. These are a lot of the things that are offered by the Children's and Teen Department. So all of this is currently available on our current website. And our online courses also bring patrons to things like our driving test practice, Gale courses, Udemy, things like that, places where they can learn online. I'm not going to go through all of these, but these are some of our more curated research offerings. And of course, printing and faxing information, our makerspaces. Outreach is also a department, but we also did put it as a library service. And then, of course, you can list everything A to Z, just as we currently do with our digital databases. So if you're not real sure where something is, you can just list it A to Z and find it alphabetically. Same thing with the digital library. These are all listed alphabetically. You can narrow it down by age. You can narrow it down by like alphabetically as well. And you can also view all of them A to Z just as we do now. We also have access to the info guides. Those are still being added, but we hopefully will have that uploaded in due course. So the departments, each department has its own page, kids, youth services. They also have events for children that are curated from the local HOP calendar. They're featured resources, AR lists, homeschooling resources. They did a really good job with this, and thank you to the Children's Department for helping with that. Same with teens. A little less intensive, but they also have upcoming events. We're going to get those book rivers working, and spotlight services as well. Adults and seniors now have their own website as well, part of the website, which highlights our book clubs and various other things for adults, helpful resources. Small business is a part of reference, but it is getting its own page due to the multitude of resources that they have and its growing popularity. So you can schedule appointment with our small business librarians. Career Center got the most noticeable upgrade. They still have their logo and their color scheme, but we've arranged them pretty close to their old website. And you can see their resources here, their schedule of upcoming classes, job search resources, career planning, and some of their more useful databases. Outreach in the bookmobile, have a little bit more updated look. Here you'll see a map of where the bookmobile is going, the various bookmobiles. You can scroll in and out there. Here you can also request, that the bookmobile or a librarian come out to your school or to your event. Informational visits. So we have forms where people can actually request our services from outreach. And of course, special collections, another popular one, where we have access to their online archives, their genealogy and Baton Rouge Room resources, their social media, and also their recorded lectures and classes on YouTube are available here. So very well done. Events and classes will take you primarily to the local hop calendar. And again, as y'all know by now, you can filter it by event and location and keyword. Explore More is more of our miscellaneous area. It's here that we put our community information database, our tutors, library news, patrons of public library. This is where we have announcements, news, things like that. Here they can subscribe to the source, and it's here that we're going to put the source newsletter as well. So that is a quick look at our new website. Oh yeah, before I forget, quite important, you can also access the catalog from the homepage. Sorry about that. And it's also far more searchable. You can do a lot more searching for information. One of the major concerns that people had was that all the information on our old website was not easily searchable. We've worked hard to make this a little bit more user-friendly. So yeah, when it goes live, please do play around with it. Let us know what you think, any problems that you find. And hopefully this will be a much more user-friendly and mobile-friendly experience for both the staff and the patrons. And thank you for watching.